on to me. Give me a moment.
I deserve your physical affection.
No, we don't want to play easy. I'm not a bitch. I don't want to play easy. I'm not good enough to play heroic or legendary, so we're gonna do normal, but I ain't no easy bitch. I have to install the okay, I guess we're doing campaigns. I don't have any of the campaigns, so I guess we'll just sit here and dick around on Firefight. Motherfucker, that was my titty! I have a titty! We'll do Firefight Classic on normal for this first firefight. I'm doing Reach because Reach Firefight did the best Halo 4 did. Because Halo 4 was like the beginning of the end for this franchise. Halo 3 against Team.
Firefight. Dig in and defend this area, Spartan.
Classes, you dicks.
Set, start. Tough luck. On.
That's all. That's fine.
First strike. Super cool quick scope. Killing spree.
Tonight! What?
Double kill. Frenzy. Reinforcements. Triple kill.
This isn't something I about some games. I don't know why I'm not very much. Chief. Red versus Blue, that show's hilarious, and it's made by the same people that made Ruby. Who packed it with their first thing that got really popular. When they're fighting, the girl named Texas is kicking all their asses, and Caboose drops this thing in between her and the guy that was supposed to distract her from the other player. I say Tucker! Oh, wait. Tucker. Distract her from Simmons! She whipped her out and she's sitting out with the rocket launcher. Get back behind yourself, shit!
Double kill.
She keeps hitting charges.
Double kill.
Tucker's running joke.
Rampage. Double kill.
Tiny elite, and someone makes a dirty joke, and the tiny elite goes, "Did you teach it that?" Yeah, it didn't work, bro.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Yep. Who the fuck shit drew that fucking plasma? But the gist of the story is that the human world, united as the UNSC, started trying to
Reinforcements. Double kill.
who are religiously dominated. They listen to three prophets and nobody else. Hi, Lux. And the only time people got sus of it is when, in Halo 2, one of the prophets was like, "Hey, Brutes, we don't need the elites anymore. Go and kill them all." The elites went, "Wait, what?"
Killing spree. Kill. Tag them.
Fun fact, for those of you that haven't played the first Halo, the magnum that you get by I can't do Tigger very well, even though I like Tigger.
5 lives left.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What are we gonna do?
Triple kill.
Tigger with Rabbit, but you kind of swing swamp between Rabbit and sometimes Eeyore. Sometimes you just get really sad.
Double kill. Shotgun spree. Reinforcements.
Side bomb fronts. Who decided that they should be a thing? I hate it. Fucking suicide bomb grunt dickholes. That was funny, man. Get out of my space. I don't want you in my space. Sometimes Just I was trying to get this motherfucker to die. Stop fucking taking by the tank. That's fine. Motherfucker. Have y'all noticed that my stream quality has gone way up since I got this new PC?
Double kill.
First of all, it's no, choose three straight counting. That wasn't on this one. Luigi's Mansion was on my old one. That was my last stream on my old PC. I spent with my best buddy at the time, Jake, still one of my better friends. We just haven't talked in a while because maps and stuff. Or no, I was always right. He was always blue.
Reinforcements. One life left. Double kill. No lives left. Five enemies remaining. Two enemies remaining. Last enemy. Lives added. Weapon drop. One life left. Catch on. Round start. Overkill.
God.
No lives left.
I didn't mean to waste my drop shield like that, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I can do this. Spartan laser the shit out of your tank. What are you gonna do about
The line has been breached, Spartan. I'm calling in orbital assets to close the gap. Game over.
There's one round of firefight done. I think that was pretty okay. Yeah, the Corvette map. This time. We're gonna try a rocket fight. Ugh. I'm not gonna repeat that.
Firefight. The BNet shows Covenant activity in this sector. Dig in and make sure they don't get past you. Set, start, skull, on. Double kill.
Oh my god. Overpower the game. Fuck God, stop it. Stop it. How about now?
Double kill.
Okay. Ba 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 da ba. How about now? Don't mind me just taking off like boop. Go. Yeah, I just beat you to death with a rocket launcher. What? Hang on. Oh, hello? Hang on, I think Discord's set to the wrong shit again. Hello?
Hello?
There you are.
Hey, bud. How's it going?
Going good. We did you watch the MLP Gen 5 today.
Oh, yeah. How is it?
It's okay. It feels like they had ideas that they weren't able to get around to because time constraint.
I mean, should time constraints really be a problem for a TV show? Because
It's a movie.
oh,
They did a movie first, and they're going to launch the TV show later. And the movie has some ideas that are pretty interesting. For one, the time, even though it takes place in the same universe, the time period of Twilight and her friends is referred to as the ancient times.
Overkill.
so Gen 4 is canon to Gen 5?
Yes.
Triple kill.
She even has little, like, toy figurines of Twilight and her friends. And Twilight's cutie mark is seen on, like, 7 things throughout the background of the film.
So is it good? Is it like...
It's entertaining. Like I said, there's some major problems in that there was clearly some stuff that they weren't able to fit in. So that I'm hoping they'll be able to fix once the series comes out. Because the plot of the movie is that apparently all of Twilight's fucking hard work was for dick shit because everyone's separated and hates each other again.
To the point where there's war propaganda posters.
Like, actually, though.
Overkill.
Straight up, like, Red Scare America level propaganda posters.
That's kind of a downer.
And they've there's a whole company in the Earth Pony Village dedicated to making anti-Pegasus and anti-Unicorn equipment in case of an attack. But what nobody knows about each other is that nobody has magic. Like, Pegasus can't fly, unicorns can't use their horns. It's all disappeared. And, like, that's their quest for the movie, is getting that back. Which implies to me, since we don't see any of the supposed immortal beings like the princesses, that implies to me that without magic, the alicorns died.
Yikes.
And then fucking, while they're fucking gone, one of the Earth Ponies turns the fucking Earth Pony Village into a fucking totalitarian nightmare. With some, like, straight up be prepared shots when he's rallying them for war.
This sounds kind of dark for a show that's supposed to advertise toys for little girls.
It's dark, but, like, they pull all their punches in weird ways to try to avoid it being dark. So it's ends up being comedic in really weird ways, and sometimes it's comedic when it shouldn't be.
Huh.
Let's see. Okay.
Double kill.
But to put in perspective how far the technology's advanced, there's like cell phones and shit now. And the Pegasi live in like a Vegas type city with a bunch of screens and stuff. So we're decently into the future. Pegasi live in the mountains now, by the way, because they can't stand on clouds without their magic, which leads into another dark implication, because if the magic just shut off, what's gonna happen to all those Pegasi that lived in like Cloudsdale and were sitting on clouds?
They must have learned the hard way. Oh, don't beat me to the dark joke, you little shit. How dare you?
What?
Don't beat me to the dark joke.
They also only ever mention the main 3 ponies, which like implies that they don't know crystal ponies are a thing. And the only reason we never see the crystal ponies struggle with the weather is because the Crystal Empire is protected by Cadence and her little bubble. So
I don't think I like where you're going with this.
So without magic, it stands to reason that Cadence would pass, the Crystal Heart wouldn't work, and the Crystal Empire would be vulnerable to that weather, which means the Crystal Ponies more than likely got buried in snow.
Double kill.
Can you stop?
It's not my fault. Hasbro's the one that wrote the story. I just think they didn't realize all the dark shit they set up.
Well, and we also don't know anything about
That's the thing. I don't think they thought about that at all. The fact you're thinking of these things is a problem. You morbid little shit.
Oh, tell me about the new thing they implemented about the 3 crystals.
Oh yeah, so the way they bring magic back is they find these 3 crystals, one for each race. And they bring them together with the magic of friendship and shit. Right? Oh, also, fucking the voice actor of Samurai Jack / Jon Stewart Green Lantern is in this movie. He plays the lead unicorn named Alphabiddle, who basically challenges you to games and then cheaps his way to victory and steals your shit.
Well, the leader is questionable. Like, the only people who have definitive leaders in Equestria now is the Pegasus.
Yeah, they have the royal family, who's like a bunch of social media influencers. Well, that's another thing. We find out that even though Pegasus can't fly, the royal family have been faking it to try to maintain an image of peace and just saying they're the only ones allowed to do it. To try to maintain the image of Pegasi.
5 enemies remaining.
Probably why the Pegasi moved to the mountains is without flight, the Wonderbolts can no longer protect the Pegasi. Or the rest of Equestria.
We actually see a Wonderbolts poster when they travel underneath the mountains that the Pegasi are living in, and they go to an abandoned ruins that was one of those air balloon stations.
Mythic on. Round
All right,
start.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop pointing out dark implications in children's programming.
It's not my fault Hasbro made the fucking decisions that made this movie.
Unicorns are depressed as shit.
Yeah, the unicorns are all, like, they're basically all just a bunch of mods at this point.
Except with weird superstition.
Spree. Kill.
Without their magic. Oy.
So, which one did you play?
I'm about to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, but I'm going out fighting like a boss.
Weirdly enough,
Going out on my own terms.
Double kill.
that there's not a single Wendigo in sight.
Yeah, so either they forgot about the Wendigos, or the Wendigos specifically don't show up until war comes into the equation. Because that's when they showed up in the Heartswarming story, is when everyone was borderlining war. And no one was really borderlining war here except for the psychopath from the Earth Ponies. Everyone else was just, stay the fuck away from me!
Talk about how fluffy they are.
Oh yeah, the CG designs are adorable and lucky.
Triple kill.
So,
Fluffy as
you totally ignored my question, by the way.
What was it?
You're not escaping.
Reinforcements.
What was the question? I couldn't hear it over all the boom.
Which pony you clopping to?
None.
Walker, if there's one thing I've learned about the brony community, is that there are cloppers and liars.
Spree.
Yeah, but it's not a multi-generation. You can just pick one. Yeah.
Double kill.
He's making clopping jokes. Holy God.
Walker, what did I tell you? There's cloppers. Liars.
symbolism that
Double
you get
kill.
about the main five
Oh, yeah.
the original six.
So there's only 5 main characters in this instead of 6. But all of them have some similarity to one of the main 6 from the last generation. And I thought that we were going to get like something where they contact the spirits of the main 6 and we get a little more insight on what's going on. And they become the new elements of harmony and they resurrect the elements since Sombra destroyed them. Yeah. Yeah, like they draw attention to it. Like one of the ponies makes a specific remark about how he has a problem with critters always wanting to follow him and be his friend. and they never do anything with it.
And the unicorn who lives in a
To be fair, the movie's obviously a pilot for the series, so it's obvious they're setting things up. So I wouldn't say they're not doing anything with it. I just setting,
Yeah.
Double kill.
as long as it gets a payoff later. Now, if it doesn't get a payoff later, then yeah, you can, you know.
Oh yeah, the main character gets the Disney treatment, if you know what I'm trying to say. Because we open in the movie with her as a kid, and she's with her dad, and her friends are talking about how awful the other races are, and her dad's like a peace promoter that everybody hates because he's trying to promote peace between races.
He dead, isn't he?
Yep. When we cut to them as adults, he's dead.
Now, do we actually see a corpse, a tombstone, or?
No, we see his glasses in a dusty case next to a family photo.
Oh, that's actually a pretty clever way of implementing that. Okay, I'll give kudos for that.
Yeah, and then, but of course, the other cult's mom, who's a total fucking Karen right down to her design, and she runs the factory that makes all of the anti-Pegasus and unicorn products. She's still kicking just fine. And it's that cult that she's the mother of that becomes the totalitarian psychopath.
Well, that's because evil people seem to last longer. Look at all our politicians. Why haven't half of them dropped dead, even though their like skin is practically melting off their face?
Triple kill.
Yeah, to be scared is to be prepared, and they have all these posters everywhere of like the helpless Earth ponies being attacked by evil Pegasi unicorns, and they talk about the unicorns will melt your brain with their lasers, and the Pegasus will scoop you up to eat you. Like, it feels shitty having gone through the full 4th generation to be like, wow. Twilight's work was for dick. Also, Twilight slaves away for 3 seasons to become an ally. Spoilers, by the way, to anyone who actually cares. Twilight slaves away for 3 seasons to become an alicorn, and then the main character of this movie, in the 3 days this movie takes place over, bam! Wings, horn.
Well, but here's the thing. I don't think she was actually an alicorn because the wings and the horn were transparent.
Yeah, and that's why I want to wait and see. Because if she still has those when the TV show starts, then I'm hollow or not, I'm counting it, and it makes me salty.
Well, but here's the thing, though. If we're right, the alicorns did die due to the lack of magic. They need leadership, so they need at least one alicorn.
Neither alternative is good, because if the alicorns died, that's sad and it's dark. But if they didn't die, where the fuck have they been?
Yeah, because we got 4 ponies to account for. Celestia, Luna, Twilight, and Flurry Heart, and Cadence, so 5.
I like how you
know
remembered
where
Flurry
they've
Heart before Cadence. The hell?
Hey, Walker, to answer your question, they've been chilling in the same place Aslan's been chilling when people need him.
Kobe was like probably chilling in the same place that Aslan chills in whenever someone needs him.
Double kill.
What? Oh, fuck. Danielle just pointed out something. Without magic, who's guarding Tartarus?
Double kill.
Well, at least the most powerful ones
Double
aren't in
kill.
Tartarus. They're just frozen in stone.
T-Rex in Tartarus!
T-Rex stone.
Bunch of people.
Well, yeah, actually, I guess T-Rex got turned into stone after the 1 finale.
Yeah, right. Him and his Chrysalis and what's-her-face.
Which, by the way, yeah. Fucking turn a child to stone. That's one of those things I'm never gonna forgive the series for. It's like, oh yeah. Starlight can almost annihilate the entire fucking timeline. Yeah, sure. Forgiveness, all fun. But a child misuses the power of friendship? Deepest pit of hell! and then turn to stone.
Didn't she try to, like, kill people and stuff?
No, she just tried to manipulate her way into power. Any death would have been not directly her fault in typical lawful evil style. She was lawful evil. That's what it was. There was no reason to send a child to what is literally the deepest pit of hell.
So Hillary Clinton?
Ah. Or like another one. Oh. Yeah, again, Starlight almost destroys the entire fucking universe and timeline. Forgives. Oh, you did something kind of sleazy to win a competition that Applejack signed on for, and the only reason you did it is because she's shitty at math and didn't realize you were giving her a good deal in the first place. Get out of our town! Seriously, based on the math, Applejack would have had to barter them up to maybe 35 to 40%. That's it. And they would have been making more than they would have. But because Applejack's fucking stupid. Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. There is one thing you're kind of glancing over, bud.
What?
What's-her-face and the brothers did not want redemption. They did not want to be better people. At least people like Sunset and Starlight, you know, they actually wanted to be better people. That's the thing. Like, you can't change someone unless they have there has to be a desire to change, to be a better person. That's why there's
that barely even counts, because when they finally did fucking do justice to the Flim Flam brothers, they redeemed them but still kept their personality types and didn't change them. They're still cheap douche nozzles, but they're not considered bad guys anymore.
They just run Las Pegasus.
Okay, there's that. That's one way of doing it, I suppose.
They're just in an environment where being a sleazebag is expected, a la a Las Vegas casino. Tomato. It's like my ass.
Good
So
work.
are you done ranting like a maniac?
Yeah, until you get me started on something else, you douche nozzle.
The correct answer would have been never.
Where's Discord in all of this? Was his magic affected? Or has
That depends on whether or not the show explanation for what he is the same as the fucking comic book explanation.
Sorry to rain on Danielle's parade, but Discord probably killed himself after Fluttershy died.
Because if he's part of their same universe, and I'm gonna ignore what you said, Colby.
No, tell Danielle, run that fire.
If he is part of their universe, then yes. But if it is the same explanation from the comic books in that he is not of their same existence plane, then no, there would be no reason for the bullshits to affect him.
We get the exposition in the episode he shows up in. He's considered a god of chaos. He's his own spiritual creature in the similar sense that Celestia and Luna were.
So if Celestia and Luna were affected, then it stands to reason that he would have been too.
But Walker, tell Danielle what I said.
No. I'm not gonna
Come
do that.
on!
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
What?
Why not?
Do what?
Doesn't matter.
Why not?
Hey!
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
He made a Fluttercourt reference that I'm not going to talk about. Because Fluttercourt is trash, and the only reason they canonized it is because they looked at what was popular.
If that were true, it would be Celesticord, but it looks better with Fluttercord because he never gave a fuck about Celestia.
Wrong.
Yeah, tell me
Hey,
one
Danielle,
point when he heard Celestia was in trouble and became rabid. Every time he heard Fluttershy was in trouble, he nearly destroyed whoever was responsible. And who did he feel bad about taking the magic of when he helped Tyrek? Wasn't Celestia. He never gave a fuck about Celestia. He just hated her for the whole stone thing.
Yeah, well, he's the reason he got put into stone, so that's not even fair.
That is fair. That's his character type. He doesn't care. He never liked Celestia, ever.
All right.
Would have been much better for story but they were like, let's browse DeviantArt for 10 seconds and see what pops up the most. And of course, it's Fluttercord, because Fluttercord's fans are way more loud and way more obnoxious and way more aggressive.
I thought I've explained this to you. Why would
Fire.
You are a salty bitch.
The Covenant are en route, Spartan. Keep the generators online.
Full episode of screen on TV.
Because they could have
Start.
done an
Lock
episode
on.
with the two of them and written and fully fleshed out exactly what happened the first time Discord ended up in stone, and they could have tied things together, and they could have made it good. But no, they were like,
What would that have done?
eh.
What would that have to do with the main six at all? What would that have to do with anybody?
At that point in the show, they were focusing on other people than the main six all the time for episodes. We got the whole thing where they redeemed Diamond Tiara's bitch ass for no reason.
Yeah,
First strike. Triple
we
kill.
don't follow Celestia that closely.
Yeah, but we get episodes with her, like with her and Luna in retirement, which was a hilarious episode.
But that was about
Sniper spree. Double kill. Double kill. Double kill.
Use it to explain loose ends from prior in the show, like what happened that led to him being turned into stone the first time that we like getting.
There isn't any because of that whole thing with the black Twilight had
Alpha under attack.
that tied up all those loose ends.
Alpha under attack.
That was the part of those loose ends. You do not remember that episode?
Now I remember the episode.
Alpha
I'm just saying
under
they could have
attack.
tied it up better by incorporating that and showing that dynamic, much like I have headcanon in the past,
Under attack.
where they fell in love and via misunderstanding, Discord had a breakdown. And they can come back together and it would be a super sweet romantic moral.
Under attack. Generator lost. Reinforcements.
He didn't seem heartbroken or resentful or anything at all. He was just doing what he did for the sake of doing it. And in the episode where we get the whole thing with Starlight rearranging timelines, when we see Discords, nothing is sad or depressed like it would be if that were the case. He's just having a ball being who he is.
We are again because they didn't choose to go with that arc,
Well, exactly.
but they
You know,
should have.
Walker, how would you have been able to
Charlie under attack.
Even in his reform days, he did shit like that just because he wanted to with his fun. He's just a dickhead. And I thought you liked it when villains were just doing it for the sake of being villains.
I do like it, but not when it forsakes what could have been a better story and had a really good, sweet moral behind it. But no,
Walker, had they not done any shit at all, you wouldn't have cared. And it wouldn't be
Charlie,
forsaking
under
in the
attack.
story at all. You're just mad they picked the one you didn't.
I still would have been bummed they didn't pick Celestia Cord, but picking Fluttercord was dumb because that was just, oh, the fans want it, fuck it, whatever.
Under
We don't
attack.
care.
They never really, like, confirmed it. They just, you know. It's not like Fluttershy
Under
and
attack.
Discord kissed.
None. How much time did he spend with her when he was in stone? None.
Charlie,
How much time
under
did
attack.
he spend with her during his evil tyranny? None. How much does he decide to spend with her in the timeline where he succeeds?
Charlie under attack.
None. He's just torturing her for the rest of eternity. Where is the love?
Generator lost.
Like I've been saying, it's not there because they didn't use that story. That could have been a
Exactly,
good
so get
story.
over it.
I will not. I will forever be mad that instead of writing in what could have been a really good, sweet romantic story with a good moral, they went, nah.
Hey, Walker, does Danielle just want to join the call just so...
They didn't, there's nothing there other than, oh, they connected because she was his redemption coach.
And you and I
Walker.
You were the first friend I had.
Hello?
No, but that doesn't make for a good dynamic in a TV show.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Walker. Can
What?
you hear me?
I can hear you, what?
I was asking if Danielle would like to join the call just so all three of us can talk.
Bravo
You want to
under
join the
attack.
call so you can hear what Kobe's saying?
I don't know. After all, apparently how we met isn't
Bravo,
a good
under
love
attack.
dynamic. Fuck you.
Not saying how we met.
Bravo under attack.
We became friends, and we tightened our relationship. We never see that with Discord and Fluttershy. We see them become friends, and we see them doing the same level of things throughout the whole show. Writing letters, having tea.
Walker, that's not how it went. At first they started
Bravo,
out with
under
this
attack.
bullshit, then they started fighting weekly. That was when we found out the
Generator
they
lost.
didn't
We
have
can't let that tech fall into Covenant hands, Spartan.
And then
I'm
after
calling in
two
orbital
episodes,
assets.
suddenly they were
Game
pen pals. At some
over.
point after that, in the very last episode, they're roommates. It does escalate. They didn't start off immediately like that. And just as Fluttershy said, she let the friendship build steadily and from the heart, just as she told him in the episode where he was redeemed. So, I mean, if that's a bad dynamic, I'll keep that in mind. Walker?
Okay, that kind of sounds like it went from.
Literally how our relationship grew.
It kind of got personal because it wrapped around that way.
They're fucking ponies, for God's sake. Don't take it so seriously.
I was just gonna leave it at that. I was unhappy.
So does she not want to join the group call or not?
Are you gonna join the group call?
I have to get my headphones and turn it on.
Yeah, she's gotta get her shit set up. But yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Seriously, what about how they did it is any different from how we did it?
Firefight.
Well, because like
Spartan,
one,
we
I don't
cannot
think
let
he
this
would be
area
so
fall
quick
into Covenant
to latch
hands.
onto her the same way we did each other because.
You underestimated how fast I was.
No. I'm saying, like, for you and me, it was a crush in school. That makes sense. This was someone that he was forcibly like, you now have to be stuck with this person, and they are going to force you to be a good guy.
Walker.
Yeah, Colby.
Beauty and the Beast. Walker,
And that she won't help him any longer. It did some friends he already has. He feels something and feels terrible.
Gee. And it's almost like they could have played that as him remembering a past mistake he made about acting out of turn and losing someone. Huh. No. I'm just saying, they had plenty of opportunities to put in Celestia Cord and make it work and make it a good story, but they did not.
oh my God.
I don't. Okay, rephrase. I don't think it's terrible.
Okay, Danielle, sweetie, can you hear me?
Oh, you haven't been added yet. Hang on. Let me add you to the fucking. Where are you? Boing, boing, boing.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute her
Now,
so I don't hear any
I'll
echo.
for you. Walker's just salty that he didn't get it yet. And when he's salty about something, people try to dissect it in any way he can, including saying things he doesn't really mean. He's just pulling out whatever his ass, whatever he can say to think of to dissect it. That is it. Trust me, Walker did not try. Walker, like, okay, Danielle, let me ask. You don't actually think Walker was trying to insult your relationship, right? You don't think that? No.
Double kill.
Bear in mind, Danielle, you also got to remember, Walker is stubborn as hell. Stubborn as hell.
Yeah, I get it from my donkey of a mother.
Stubborn as hell. I got Seriously, Danielle, we could be on a boat going down the river. It's going towards a waterfall. There are sharp rocks at the bottom. We could tell Walker, we got to get this boat off the river. Walker would be like, no, I picked this river. We are going down this river. Walker, there is a waterfall ahead. We are going down this river. We'll be fine. Walker, there are sharp rocks at the bottom. No, we'll be just fine.
That's exactly what you do.
Shut up. Oh, well, I'll take the fact that I got more of a bone to it in the comics because the comics actually delved into that a little bit and showed that it was a possibility. The comics had better writing in general anyway.
The comics also had the redeemed Sombra.
Yeah, we see that too. We also see Rarity get a little for blue Sombra from the other universe before that gets sad.
But yeah, we also get a redeemed Sombra.
Yeah, which, don't get me wrong, that's donkey shit in of itself, but we're not going to talk about that. Well, yeah, it's the one good redemption that the fucking franchise had under its belt, and it's on a character that had no fucking reason to... Oh.
Man, I remember when you first heard that, you were so mad.
Oh yeah, I was in a full-blown rage fit. Tears of rage streaming down my face.
Yeah.
Such Nick,
But yeah, try not to take what Walker says about fictional relationships or fictional characters too seriously. It really isn't to be taken seriously, because at the end of the day...
Killing spree. Triple kill.
No, because I'll readily admit that most of it is I'm just trying to defend what I think would have been the right choice because I think it would have been the right choice. They had, honestly, equal opportunity, and the only reason I think they went with one instead of the other is because they browsed online for 10 minutes and picked the more popular one and wrote it in.
Well, I don't think...
Reinforcements.
By the way, Walker, we've seen Discord and Fluttershy's dynamic before. It was called Beauty and the Beast.
Killing frenzy. Killionaire. 5 lives left.
Fluttershy had like entire control of that situation.
Okay, that's fair. By the way, enjoy this. Both of you can enjoy this.
What is it? I didn't see it.
It's in the group chat. Go ahead and click on it.
Even though, actually, fun fact, apparently it's more canon that Spike sees her as a mother, apparently.
Double kill.
Yeah, they delve into that one episode where the one dragon shows up and pretends to be Spike's dad. Whee! Birthday party skulls! Whee! Whee!
Killing spree.
There we go. In my protective little healy bubble, let's go.
Okay, you know what? Let's discuss a different ship, because at the end of the day, it's not like Fluttershy and Discord actually hooked up in the show. So it can still be it's still vague enough to be left to interpretation.
Because the very last episode, we see that they went back to live together.
I live with Brandon, that doesn't mean we're fucking.
But it's very different to see his
Yeah, she's not gonna let me have that peace of mind. And that's part of the reason that I'm still so extra salty about it, is that she won't even let me have the peace of mind that nothing was confirmed.
Anyway, moving on to a different shipping dynamic. What are your two thoughts on Bumblebee in Ruby?
I wasn't
Bad.
for it at the beginning, but with the new stuff that
Bad.
Like, I'll be honest, like, because I did not really see Blake and Yang at the beginning. In fact, like, it only felt like those two became romantically interested in Volume 6. And even then, it kind of felt like a sudden, sharp turn, you know? Like, say you're driving down the road and all of a sudden the car just goes, ah!
Yeah, exactly. That's my biggest problem with it, is there was, like, nothing, and then, like, in, like, Volume 5, suddenly gay. I guess that means all of the fucking
Double kill.
shit they had going with Sun, and all the fucking dad doesn't like the boyfriend jokes with Sun are down the sewer. Maybe if you're lucky, they'll let you watch and jerk off, Son.
Hold on, they could still do a polyamorous relationship. That is a possibility.
Double kill.
I could see Yang being down for that, but Blake gives me vibes that she'd be too reserved for a poly relationship.
I don't know
One
about that,
life
because
left.
okay, for one thing,
Reinforcement.
between Yang and Sun, Blake has a type. Blake has a type. They're both buff, blonde, happy-go-lucky, cheerful. Blake has a type.
Their shirts are open. They have the, between the two of them, the collective intelligence of an adolescent dog.
Don't you fucking insult my waifu, you little piece of shit. I will fucking come over there and I will shave you while you're sleeping.
What? Waifu or not, you can't deny that Yang is not the smartest in the team.
Yeah, but she's not as dumb as a brick.
She's the muscle. She's the knuckles.
She's not Knuckles dumb. Come on.
She's not knuckles dumb, but that's her role in the group.
No lives
Like it
left.
says, hi, Koi.
Hi, Lux. But yeah, funny enough, the voice actress for Blake said she'd be all for it if Blake, Sun, and Yang hooked up. Which, I think that'd be interesting. Like, I don't think I've ever really seen a polyamorous relationship in fiction before. Well, anything. I don't think I've ever seen a poly relationship in any form of fiction.
I'm calling in orbital assets, Spartan.
Have you guys?
No, that would be interesting. It would be really interesting.
I grew up in a Mormon household that was so Mormon we watched all the things.
Okay, polyamory and polygamy are two separate things.
Well,
Kinda.
not always.
That's a very kinda thing.
I am all for Team Rose Garden, though. Rose Garden.
Who is that?
Oscar and Ruby.
Oh, no.
What?
I don't think there's enough
No.
happening
There's
positively that could make it
There's
happen.
not enough happening. Oscar sucks.
It's fucking...
All around, Oscar sucks. He's a useless character that, if he didn't have Ozpin, would serve no purpose. That is the only reason he is there, is because Ozpin happened to get stuck to him. He is pointless. He is boring. He has no skill whatsoever to contribute to the group other than getting his ass pounded whenever he's alone.
Danielle, remind me to bitch slap Walker when I come to visit.
The thing is he's not entirely wrong. After Austin...
Danielle!
So here's the thing. Austin has this mini arc where he does become more confident, as we can tell after he finds out that Ozpin is a jackass. But up
Firefight.
until that point, he kind of just
Spartan,
sits
we need
silently
this
until
area
Ozpin
locked
is
down.
driving and he
Nobody
moves
gets
towards
in
his
or
vehicle.
out.
All of his fighting skills are in fact Ozpin's. He doesn't know
Set,
anything about
start,
what's going on
tough
or any
luck,
of these people. The only reason he's with them is because Ozpin is there. He was a farmhand before this. So
Like-
Hey, he didn't have to leave. He didn't have... Hey, he did not have to leave that farm. He could have just ignored Ozpin
Oh,
and
yeah.
kept going.
Yeah, because he's going to ignore
not if
the
Ozpin took control.
fucking ghost that can take over his body if he feels like it.
Oh, yeah, because Ozpin's just going to kidnap him.
Hey, we don't know that. We don't know that. From what we've learned about Ozpin, his moral compass is all over the place.
Hold on. What is wrong with Hold on. Just... Oh, there is nothing in Ozpin's past that indicates that he'd be okay with kidnapping.
He had to learn over time that he should incorporate the other person's life into the equation.
That was blatantly said by him.
He had to learn that. He had to come to terms with that the people he was taking over had personal lives. He is not a good person.
Keep in mind, he literally fucked the embodiment of
Yeah, because he was like, I have a purpose. And then he was like, never mind. Pussy's more important. And then he was like, no, I have a purpose. I don't care that I have kids with this woman now.
Oh, God. Do you think when he pulled it out, there was black goo on it?
Ew.
Enjoy that image, fuckers.
Like, God, Ozpin's a terrible person. Ozpin straight up, if Oscar was like, no, Ozpin would be like, well, I tried to get you to do this willingly. Yoink!
So I believe that Oscar may have an arc coming for him where he's going to prove to Ozpin that you can still have this role but be a genuine person and show him a bit of bravery that Ozpin
He just needs to suck less.
We are overdue for an Oscar character arc. That boy has been through some shit, specifically in volume 6 and 8. If he does not get his
like one of the few times he's not clustered with the group, what the fuck happens? He gets fucking yoinked by fucking Hazel and gets his shit stomped in.
Well, my whole thing is that Oscar gives me the same vibes as a character that Neville did. That right now he's not very useful, but I have a feeling he's very useful.
Well, if they know what to do with him, but Rooster Teeth's got their heads so far up their asses, who knows what they're fucking doing anymore.
No, it's not the hit. Okay, I'll admit this. Rooster Teeth likes introducing characters. They like creating and making memorable characters. The problem is they end up making so many characters they don't know what to do with a lot of them.
No. I'm straight up like they have their heads up their fucking asses in a lot of ways. Like the whole fucking situation with Vic.
Okay, I'm not getting into that. I think they were bullied into that by Funimation. Funimation said, hey, if you want our voice actors, you're going to do what we say, bitch. I think Rooster Teeth was bullied into that.
No, they fucking weren't, because the second chick got fucking weird at Con, because one of the guys running it got accused of some stuff. Who did they fucking listen to? Who did they listen to? Social media or the fucking dude that had gone there 4 or 5 times in a row and stayed? No, they listened to fucking social media and pulled all of the actresses out that were coming. And we had to wait till next year, and I didn't go that year. I know, I'm just saying, it was annoying that the year that I could have met some of those actresses, they didn't go because Rooster Teeth elected to listen to what would have been in their best public interest.
What I think is weird about you being so mad about that is even if they did show up and none of that happened, you wouldn't have met them because we were at Disney when that happened.
No lives left.
Instead.
No, we were at Disneyland the one they did show up. It was the one before that that they didn't show up. Remember? Because the year we would... No, Disneyland was worth it. But remember, if I had answered the phone when Colby called me while they were at Con, he was going to put me on the phone with Ruby's voice actress.
Well, I'm sorry. We went to Disney instead. How dare we?
Hey, I'm not saying that was worse. I'm saying the fact we missed him the first time sucked, not the fact that we missed him the second time.
Well, the second time was COVID.
But yeah, Oscar sucks.
I respectfully disagree.
He gives me Neville vibes. Like, he sucks now, but he might not later.
Yeah, I'm just
I feel like isn't that more Jean's thing?
No, that's Neville. Neville did it first.
Actually,
Jean
have you
also
guys seen Volume 8
sucks.
yet?
I've seen parts of it.
We're kind
Okay,
of
well-
not as into it as we used to be.
I think you should probably watch Volume 8, and maybe it might change your opinions on some characters, because a lot of stuff happens. That is all I will say about that. Because, yeah, Oscar goes through some shit in Volume 8. And I'll say this, if there isn't an emotional payoff for what he went through in Volume 8 in the later volume, I'm gonna be pissed.
He never gets a fucking payoff for what he goes through.
Well, there's the thing. There might
He's always
not
just like,
be.
I'm fine.
How long did it take
I'm
for
fine.
Rooster Teeth to actually wrap around back to the whole Silver Eyes thing?
Yeah, which was stupid.
Which was like a huge pinnacle moment of the show. We're like, oh my god, the Silver Eyes, and then it was immediately never brought up for like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, and then finally they were like, oh shit, yeah, here's the thing.
So there's a very good chance it just might not.
By the way, I do want to point something out. So Ozpin doesn't tell anybody about Salem can't be killed, right? Like, some people argue that was the wrong thing to do. Some people might argue it's...
Thing to do.
Here's the thing, though. literally after Team Ruby found out about it, they kind of proved Ozpin right, because literally the first thing they wanted to do was to ditch the lamp and go home.
Okay, well here's the
Which
thing.
is a-
How much did they sacrifice under the false ideal that it was possible?
Because he lied to them from the start. Their hope was based on a lie. That's why they wanted to give up. If they knew from the start,
I bet you
it would have been a completely different situation. Because if they knew from the start, it would have been, okay, no one knows how to kill her yet, but we're going to find the way.
let's not sacrifice everything right at the start.
That would have
because
been it.
she might not be dead in the first place, like with Crow. Let's not sacrifice everything off the get because Salem might not die. He sacrificed everything for this cause. Just for it.
Okay, I'll admit, one of Ruby's problems is they're very tell don't show, which it should be show don't tell, but it seems to imply that like the reason that Ozpin hasn't told anybody, because I'm willing to bet he did tell people in the past that Salem can't be killed, and the people he told end up betraying him, and to a point where Ozpin just got sick of it, so he's like, well, if I tell them, they're just gonna fucking either abandon me or fucking betray me, so fuck this.
And there's another problem with Ozpin. He couldn't have found a better way. His only two options were tell the utmost brutal truth to take away all their hope from the get, or lie to them and have their hope be taken away when they realize it's all
Like, all he had to do was put like a yet onto that end of that sentence. Like, I don't know a way to kill her yet.
That's kind of also false hoping, isn't it?
Semi-true.
Well,
The-
not entirely, because that's just saying maybe we haven't found it yet, because the genie did tease that.
Yeah, the genie said, you cannot kill her. So the genie directly teased that there was another way around it. But because Ozpin's a fucking shithead, we got what we got. And that's how it do.
Like, Ozpin is like the worst. They took everything bad about Dumbledore and then gave him the...
Yeah, dude, Dumbledore looks at Ozpin like, Jesus fuck, man.
Jesus,
Why you
fuck,
gotta
man.
do that? Like,
But here's the thing, Dumbledore, when he,
Dumbledore was still a good guy. He did some questionable things, but he was still had good intentions.
He was
the
only
whole
going to start
time.
a Nazi wizard thing with his best buddy Grindelwald.
He pulled out of that, and he tried to help stop it. That's what. That's a literal pun too.
Oh, okay, so he pulled out. Sure, he stuck his dick in, but at least he pulled out. That makes it okay. Or maybe he shouldn't have stuck it in the first place.
And he.
But here's the part that makes Dumbledore different from Ozpin. Ozpin just kind of sat there and kind of
Didn't do shit.
We don't know that for sure. For all we know, Ozpin's been keeping Salem at bay for thousands of years. Like, I doubt he was just sitting on his...
That was his own words in the flashback that the genie gave when Ruby asked what has he been hiding. He had a long period of time that he avoided the confrontation with
He just
Salem.
gave the fuck up for a while.
He said that himself, and even when Dumbledore realized Grindelwald was a terrible person, he didn't just sit there and did nothing.
He didn't just give up like, oh, my boyfriend's a terrible person. No, he jumped ship immediately and started helping the other team.
And that's the other thing, is even when Dumbledore was no longer in the picture and he knew certain questionable actions had to be taken, he made it to where things were perfectly set up to where there would at least be a good, honorable victory in the end.
Like, oh,
But nothing he said to Harry was ever a lie.
let that sink in, Oscar.
But
The only
Ozpin
reason
straight
you're
up
important.
lied to their faces.
Let that sink in, Oscar. The only reason you're at all involved in this story and have any reason to be here is because you are now bound to the worst fucking person besides the main villain in the show.
I did not like the fact that everyone took their aggression for Ozpin out on Oscar. I thought that was
Well,
really
that was just
mean.
because
Like, the fact-
Ozpin hit away. Again, being a terrible person, Ozpin hit away like a bitch.
Yeah, Ozpin,
Yeah, but
The second
But-
things got tough, he was like, poof. And then he let Ozpin take
Yeah,
all those hits because
but
he's
the
a
rest-
terrible fucking person.
But the rest of the team isn't exactly so good either. None of them asked, hey, Oscar, are you okay? This has got to be devastating news to you. Or how about when Jean was yelling at Oscar, and then everyone just left Oscar alone? Like, let's go see if Jean's okay. Is Jean okay? Oscar's the one who you're all glaring at and, like, trying to beat up and shit.
Dude, Colby, I don't think you understand. They were all in grieving when they received that answer because all the people they had lost
take it out on Oscar. He is the biggest victim of them all.
Which I don't think they were taking it out on Oscar.
They wanted to take it out on Ozpin, who happens to be Oscar, because Ozpin's hiding like a bitch.
How do you want them to address this and get their frustrations out, not at Oscar, when Ozpin's literally in Oscar's body? There's no way to get around that. The only thing Oscar can do is understand that they're in grieving and have probably lost more than Oscar could ever understand.
Oscar is going to lose who he is. Eventually, Ozpin's soul is going to go nom nom nom. That's some good Oscar soul. Okay, I'm in charge forever now. Bye-bye, Oscar.
Yeah, but
I've
at this
eaten your...
point, when they freaked out, he hadn't yet. He doesn't comprehend that that's what's happening. The rest of them have already lost more than Oscar can understand at the moment.
And here's the other thing. At least everyone else, they chose this lifestyle. They became hunters and huntresses. When you become a hunter or a huntress, there is never a guarantee that you're going to get out. In fact, it's more than likely you're going to die. Oscar did not choose this. And yet he still chose to fight and help them as best he could.
We've been over this. He didn't really have a choice, because even if he chose no, Ozpin would have yoinked that bitch.
You don't know that for sure.
We know that for
Look at his fucking character. Look at him. He's a fucking scumbag. Of course
Okay,
he fucking would.
If that was the case, why didn't he? Why didn't he just yank
Because
control
Oscar agreed. And he's learned.
Why bother getting...
As he stated, he has learned from previous encounters and lies that it's best to try to get their consent first and juggle their personal life into the mess before you just yoink control. Key word there, in his own words, was try.
But if push comes to shove, he stated he will just take control if he needs to. And right now is like one of the most tense moments of the show. So the fact that he even...
Well, hold on. He never stated that he would just hijack control. He never stated that.
No, but he did state, when he's talking about bringing in their personal lives, he says, and quote, over time I learned that I had to try to incorporate the other soul and their life into the equation. Try. Try, meaning he does not actually give a flying donkey fuck.
Well, which is why I think part of the big twist at the end of this is, even though Salem's done some atrocious things, I can guarantee you the actual person to blame is going to be Ozpin by the end of this.
100%, because he's a
Again,
fucking
y'all need to
scum
watch
shit.
maybe you guys should watch Volume 8 before just...
Scum shit. He's fucking scum shit.
There's very few things in my mind that could redeem Ozpin at this point.
Yep.
Well, again, watch Volume 8 and then get back to me, okay? By the way, Venom Carnage is coming soon. It's coming out when? October 1st?
Yeah, sometime in October.
Sometime this or next week.
You know, the fact that people are getting mad because, oh, what are they doing to Venom? He's all goofy. It's like, are you not familiar with Venom?
I don't
He's
think...
always been goofy.
Yeah, he's always been goofy.
Well, it's
Dude,
Eddie,
the
this
first
one.
time
Sorry, lady.
Dude,
Didn't
the
see a
first...
thing.
Okay. The first time he ever fought Spider-Man in the comics, what does he do, like, after he, like, has Spider-Man? He webs him up in a bell and tries to crush him to death with the fucking, what's that thing inside the bell?
I don't know, but
The ringer or whatever.
Yeah, you can't tell me that's not silly and goofy.
Like, come on. Have you guys ever played the fucking Spider-Man PlayStation 1 and PC game?
That is the perfect rendition of Venom, in my opinion, because he had his threatening moments, but he also had...
We ran into each other in the crowd. Oh, yeah.
Because...
Our bad, Parker.
Oh, bad.
Our bad. Our bad. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, like, you know... Yeah, I still think PlayStation Spider-Man Venom was the best representation of Venom, because he had his threatening moments. Like, you know, he could be threatening and intimidating, but he could also be pretty fucking funny.
well, which I think was also pretty well done on that basis in the new Venom movie, because it was hilarious when Eddie and Venom were getting to know each other, but then Venom had his badass moments, like that fucking bike chase, or when the SWAT team had
The SWAT team.
building. That was terrifying as shit. Could you imagine being in that SWAT team? I would
Mask!
In fact, the Venom movie actually added something because we've never really seen Eddie and Venom have like a back and forth inside their head like they did in that movie, as far as I know. Like that was new to me, at least. Like those
Well,
two having their-
they had touched it up more in the modern comics, and I know you don't read modern stuff as much because it's sort of filtering away from your tastes.
You know what? That's a very mature way of saying that. Yeah, I appreciate that. That was good, Walker. That was good. Try to have those kind of answers more often. The level-headed and rational. Where's that, Walker? Can he stick around, please?
It doesn't stick.
Well,
around.
no, because in this instance, I get it. When I understand where you're coming from, I'm rational. It's when you're completely out of left field, like complaining that a useless character doesn't get fair treatment, that I get overpassionate about it. But I understand that you just don't like modern comics. Some of them I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand why you have such a raging hate boner for DC's New 52. I don't get it.
I'm not gonna go into that, okay? And hey, I at least admitted that Batman Endgame was good.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Trust me, Marvel did dumber. Marvel did hella dumber. Because you know what they did at the same time in the New 52? They did a thing called Marvel Axiom, where all the heroes and villains had their morality scales flipped.
By the way,
So Deadpool
I'm
became
sorry.
a Zen monk.
I'm sorry for the sudden change in topic, but I just saw something on Twitter that reminded me. Have you guys been watching the What If, Marvel What If?
No,
No.
Really?
I have not had the chance yet. I want to.
Okay, because I just saw a very intriguing,
Sorry that I don't have anything on the screen for you guys. My computer's having issues because I closed Halo because I wanted to play a different game, and I tried to boot up the Forest, and it's freaking out. So as soon as it's managed and stopped having a seizure, I'll have something back on the screen.
is my old computer at least, like, how has it been?
Oh, yeah, this is the first issue I've had with it, and it's just because the game is crashing, but it's crashing so hard that fucking Task Manager can't solve the problem.
Computer isn't actually running that bad because when he got your old one, he gave me his old one, and we did a full factory reset so I can, make it mine. And it's running perfectly fine. It's not a potato in any way, shape, or form. He just had so much crap downloaded onto it that he wasn't using that it was causing his computer to freak out. This computer's actually
Oh, geez, where has he heard that before?
Shut up.
like as soon as we did a factory reset,
Shut up.
since I don't play a whole lot of games that much, there's like maybe 4
Fuck off.
games that I really like. And there's like barely anything on this computer at all, and it's running beautifully. I can run any game I want out of the library that I have.
But yeah, the reason I was even bringing up the What If thing, because I haven't seen this, but I'm already intrigued by just this GIF. Check out, like, look at the group chat and look at the GIF. I'm already intrigued.
Is it with Peggy Carter? Because I thought that looked cool.
Captain
no.
Carter.
No, go ahead, click on the GIF.
I don't have a gift yet.
Yeah, it's not letting me click on it.
What a fuck.
The fucking Forest is crashing super hard, so until it fucking finally decides to close, this is just gonna be fucking up the whole space because it's fucking with my mouse. Yes, it's the Twitter link.
Oh, by the way, have you told your brother about Blizzard and that we need to drop every game?
Oh yeah, don't play shit by Blizzard.
I never really played stuff
Or
by them
Activision.
anyway.
Good. We canceled their asses. Have you heard about what they did?
Overwatch is Blizzard, so don't play Overwatch anymore.
I mean, not sure. Like, considering we already bought the game, we've already given them our money, so.
Well, just don't open it because the more it's played, they know about it.
And you know, crates and stuff give them
why
revenue.
We're telling you to drop Blizzard? Have you heard about what happened with them in lawsuits lately?
They've been,
Yeah, they're a bunch of shady shitheads.
and they've been sued for sexual harassment in a frat by workforce, and one girl actually got straight up raped and killed herself because of it. And they're just saying, no, that didn't happen.
Well, no, they're not saying no, it didn't happen. They're saying stuff along the lines of these ladies knew what they signed up for when they were hired, instead of trying to say we don't condone that.
Okay, so yeah, whatever happens to them, they have coming.
Yep.
Exactly. So we dropped everything
And SWOTOR, but I need to re-download SWOTOR to this machine.
But he's completely dropped World of Warcraft because of it.
I'm trying to convince Danielle to play SWOTOR with me because I think she'd actually enjoy it because she likes the world of Star Wars. She just doesn't like the story we have to sit through in the movies.
The movies fucking suck. If I want to watch political debate, I'll just turn on the TV.
Oh, fuck that. Not all the Star Wars movies suck, I'll have you know.
All of them suck. It is nothing but
Wrong.
back and forth bullshit.
You're wrong.
Pew, pew, pew.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Oh, yeah, because the original trilogy had so much political debate. Luke, I really think we need to deal with taxes. No, Darth Vader, I don't think... Yeah, that didn't happen.
Literally, what I see on the news is exactly what I see when I watch Star Wars, except Star Wars is more boring because it was made in the 90s.
It was not made in the 90s. The fuck?
The fuck? Was made in the 70s.
Are you sure I'm not trying to get a rise out of you?
Fucking bitch.
Besides, it being made in the 70s only makes it worse because that was before people understood how to actually make a scene intriguing.
I will admit, the choreography in the original trilogy sucks ass. I said I will admit,
Hey!
they did not know how to keep you engaged at all during the action sequences. Like, outside of the spaceship ones, they had no idea how to keep you engaged.
The spaceship ones go on for far too fucking
They're like, yeah,
I
yeah,
get
it's
it.
cool.
They're flying
But like
around
with the
and shit.
blaster battles or the lightsaber fights for the original trilogy, they had no idea how to keep you engaged. Tap, tap. Oh, 2 faster taps. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, 2, 3 faster taps, and they're just tapping their sticks again.
Like, seriously, the fact that every single scene that didn't involve a gun or a lightsaber was nothing, but a 4-paragraph monologue was ridiculous.
The only
Barely any
The only time the lightsaber fights got at all interesting was at the end in episode 6 when Luke goes a little bit ham on Vader and things kind of actually look like a lightsaber fight, not a fencing match.
Hey, episode 5 had a great fight. I don't fuck you mean.
It had a great fight, not a great lightsaber fight, because the fight got boring once the sabers came on. The great part of the fight is when Vader was bitch slapping Luke over and over with force boxes. Buh! Buh! Quit playing! Buh! You ain't shit!
To know with my opinions on Star Wars that are very kind of strange is the movies themselves are boring as shit. That's the fastest way to get me to go to sleep. Like, history class was more engaging than Star Wars. However, what we have discovered through a lot of the interactive stuff that we went to when we went to the Star Wars section of Disney is I like interacting with the universe. The world itself and the universe that it takes place in is very fun and very interesting. It's just that we decide to go with the most boring plot ever to explore this extremely interesting universe.
And I'm not going to fault you there. The plot definitely has its issues, especially because we focus on the one family line the whole fucking time.
It's nothing but the one family line in politics. It's boring.
Because we have Anakin, the whiny bitch boy. And then we have...
Like, Leia is the only interesting character, and that's just because she's a badass bitch.
Yeah. She's the better twin between her and Luke. And then they even made her ridiculous in the new trilogy with Super Leia. When she uses the Force to fucking fly through space.
I'm
Hand
sorry,
out.
she would.
She gets blasted out into space, and you see her reach her hand forward, and she conjures the Force because she is technically Force sensitive. And she zooms into the open gap and gets back on the ship.
Okay, that's actually really badass. Could you imagine how terrifying that would be? You shoot out this
Yeah,
person
it
into
would be.
space
It would be
without a
cool.
suit, and she doesn't die, and in fact comes back to whoop your ass.
It would have been cool if the way they filmed it and the position they had her in you weren't so stupid you could lay the Superman theme over it.
Yeah, that was the problem. Like, it was...
It was like
The idea... It like, okay, how what is it I like to say? Like, sometimes the idea is good, but the execution is off.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if the execution was off just because of Carrie Fisher's age at the time.
And they should have just
No,
had
it's just
that
the
be her
angle
death
they
scene,
sh-
so they didn't have to try to
It's
incorporate
just
her
the way
in
they
episode 9.
no, it's not because of Carrie Fisher. It's the way they shot it, Danielle. It's
Well,
just
you said
because the
something
way
about
they
making
shot it
look
made.
like Superman, so I figured it was the position they had to fly in.
Yeah, it was a combination of the position and how they filmed the position, because they filmed it from that like sideways down view angle that they always film Superman.
Yeah, because if the
Yeah, no, the new trilogy sucks dick.
Huh? Oh.
You know, that's my opinions on Star Wars. Super interesting universe, really fucking boring main characters.
Hell, they even had kind of a cool idea with Rey, putting her in the Palpatine lineage. And they fucked that up too.
Maybe if they'd actually planned that out instead of just making it up as they went along like idiots.
Yeah, instead of fucking throwing the full written story that George Lucas gave them into the trash.
Anyways, I have to get going. Brandon's going to sleep, and I don't want to keep him up. or
Well,
nothing.
I think I'm gonna end the
Alrighty.
stream here anyway because this thing's having a fucking seizure.
All right, try restarting it, see if that helps or something.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo.
Oh, did I send you? I should probably send you this. Do you have the Driver Easy, the thing that lets you update your computer drivers to make sure everything functions properly?
No, but
Okay, I probably should send you that.
just send the link.
And Danielle, you're free to use this too.
Okay.
Trust me, it is a very handy tool. Because yeah,
Oh,
it just
she
goes
doesn't-
in.
She doesn't need it. She has AMD. She can just go to the AMD website and update their shit for free.
Well,
'Cause-
no, it's like it's for like any drivers in your computers, like any of them. It'll let you know if it's outdated and needs to be updated, and it will. All right, but anyways, good talking to you, bud. Hope you guys can come down to St. George sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, here's actually something that I want to know if you'd be up for it. Walker is currently trying to get his license. He should be getting it hopefully within the next 2 months. And we do have a Vegas trip planned next month and around what is it, March? Or did we go with
It's
May?
May.
May. And instead of flying down, we're planning on driving down if he has his license in a car by then. So who knows? Maybe we'll stop by in St. George for a pit stop.
All right, cool.
But that won't
Sounds
be
good to
until
me.
next year.
Gotcha.
The hopefully see you when the holidays roll around.
Yeah. Alrighty. I will catch you two crazy ramblers later.
See ya. And bye to anyone who may have popped in or popped out. Anyone who joined the stream, thank you. Sorry, the latter half was just kind of ranting.